Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Ina's Tasty Chronicles. Today I'll show you how to cook delicious spinach cake with smoked salmon and cucumber. First, let's prepare the spinach. Place fresh spinach leaves into a bowl. Next, carefully pour boiling water over the spinach, ensuring it's fully submerged. Let it sit for 1 minute. After a minute, using a strainer, drain the hot water and let it cool. Meanwhile, let's prepare the eggs. Carefully separate the yolks from the whites. Now, let's return to the spinach, which has already cooled. Give it a quick stir to remove any excess water, then transfer to the bowl with the egg yolks. Gently mix them together. Then blend until the mixture is smooth and fully combined. Once done, add the flour and stir until everything is well mixed. Now, let's move on to the next step, beating the egg whites. Add a pinch of salt to the egg whites and beat them until stiff peaks form. This is the peak we are looking for, firm and holding its shape. Now, it's time to combine the egg whites with the spinach mixture. To keep the batter airy, gently add the egg whites in 2 stages. Use a spatula and carefully mix from bottom to top, ensuring the batter stays light and airy. Take your time with this step. Slow, gentle mixing will keep the texture fluffy. Now that our batter is ready, let's prepare the tray. First, take a baking tray and line it with a parchment paper. Next, carefully pour the spinach batter onto the tray. Before we continue, start preheating your oven to 370 degrees Fahrenheit so it's ready when we need it. Now, back to the tray. Using a spatula, spread the batter over the parchment. Work gently from the center outward, covering from corner to corner and edge to edge. A smooth, consistent layer of butter helps the cake bake evenly. Once your oven is fully preheated, place the tray inside and bake for 10 minutes or until the cake is set. While our cake is baking, let's move on to preparing the creamy salmon filling. First, pour whipping cream into a mixing bowl and beat it until soft peaks form. Now, add the cream cheese and continue beating until it's smooth and well combined. Transfer this mixture into a piping bag. We will use it later for decorating the cake. By now, the cake is ready. Take it out of the oven and let it cool. Now, let's continue to prep the rest of our filling. Chop 1 cucumber into small pieces and finally chop a couple of sprigs of dill for that fresh, herby flavor. My salmon is really soft, so instead of cutting, I'll just tear it into small pieces. Now, add the remaining cream cheese to the bowl, then mix in the cucumber, dill and salmon. Stir until everything is well combined. And that's it, our delicious filling is ready. Now that our spinach biscuit has cooled, it's time to cut out the cake layers. I'll be using an adjustable cake ring which allows me to set the exact size based on the plate I'll be serving on. I'll adjust the ring to the right diameter and press it into the spinach biscuit. It won't cut all the way through, but that's okay. We'll clean up the edges in the next step. Once I've pressed down, I'll take a sharp knife and carefully cut along the imprint to fully separate the circle. From this spinach biscuit sheet, I was able to get 2 full circles, and the others I'll create from parts. Now let's get a little creative. I'll first cut the remaining pieces as a moon shape. Then overlap them slightly to form a complete circle. This way I can get my final layers without wasting any biscuit. Finally, with a knife, I'll smooth out the edges and adjust the size so all 4 circles match perfectly. And just like that, our 4 cake layers are ready. And finally, the part I love the most, bringing everything together and decorating. For the base layer, I use one of the full circles. Using a piping bag, I set dots of cream cheese around the edge of our cake layer. Once our cream cheese frame is ready, I carefully spread the filling inside, ensuring not to ruin the border. Since the middle layers won't be visible, for the second and third layers, I'm using partial circles and repeating the same process, piping the edges first, then spreading the filling inside. For the top layer, I again piped cream cheese around the edges to keep everything looking uniform. Also, initially I planned to make one big flower from the salmon slices, but I didn't have enough fish left, so I got creative. I swirled small slices of salmon into little flowers, placed small dots of cream cheese inside, and added cucumber slices for extra details. I think it turned out pretty good. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I hope you'll give this recipe a try. It's easy and so delicious. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share this recipe. Enjoy your cake when you make it and see you next time!